Good morning, Sarita. How are you today?
Good morning, Miss Prinsloo. I'm very well, thanks. And you?
I'm very, very good, thanks. How can I help you today?
I've decided that it's time to focus on my health, and I would appreciate some help from you.
I'm very, very glad that you have taken this first step to come to me and talk to me about your health and that you are wanting to make a change in your health. I also just want to tell you can tell me as much or as little as you want, and I'm not here to judge you, I'm purely here to help you. I see here that your GP has referred you to me because you have irritable bowel syndrome.
Yes, that's correct.
Are there any symptoms that you would like to share with me? Any of these symptoms that bother you?
Yes, I often have abdominal discomfort and cramps. Sometimes for a week or so I get constipated and only go to the toilet once in an entire week. So I feel bloated and very uncomfortable in general.
That sounds awful. Does this affect your daily living?
Yes, the abdominal pains and cramps is really, very uncomfortable. And it makes me feel miserable and my entire body is, exhausted.
That sounds awful, and I'm very, very glad that you are able to share these emotions with me. Are there any events or anything that you have noticed that trigger these symptoms?
There's a few things, peas, nuts, cheese, I think in general dairy products, and then I think there's when I stress it seems to just get worse.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else that you are concerned about or anything else that you have a problem with?
I think the stress and the anxiety is definitely part of the problem. It seems to trigger the IBS symptoms quite a bit.
It sounds about right. I think I have had other patients before with the same problem. I would also like to tell you that with the problems that you have, I notice that most of these are lifestyle choices, and by changing your lifestyle, we will be able to fix these problems. So all of them are changeable and fixable. I think we would have to put you on a gluten and lactose-free diet. Would that be a problem for you? So are there any other challenges that you think you would be facing by doing so?
I think I'm ready for a change. It's definitely necessary for me to start eating healthier. In terms of challenges, I think the snacking on chips and having toast for lunch is probably going to be a bit difficult.
Okay, I think that is a big problem for a lot of people, because if you have to go to work or if you're busy, it's easy to just put bread in the toaster or quickly take a few chips and eat them. But I think we will be able to overcome this. Is there any other challenges you think are a problem?
Apart from just healthier eating, managing the stress is the thing also, because that is something that I really battle with.
Okay, so as a summary, what we have discussed today, I think what we'll have to do is make a few dietary changes so that we can lessen your IBS symptoms, so that you can feel more comfortable, less bloated, less abdominal pains and cramps, and then also try and manage your stress. At the end of the day, however, the ball is in your court. So any changes we make is up to you. If you don't want to, or you feel that you're not able to make these changes, that is fine. I can't force you to make any changes that you don't want to.
No, yeah. I think I'm ready for
Okay, that is very, very good, and it's very good to hear as well. What are a few changes that you think we can make?
I've started reading up a bit on it, and it seems obviously the gluten, I need to try and avoid gluten, so look at food that is gluten free, lactose free, and then avoid those trigger foods like peas and nuts, and then apparently also less less alcohol and less cool drinks with soda, from what I understand, yes.
Okay. And then those sound good. It sounds like that will help. That's a good starting point to change your diet. And then a few other things that I think will also help is morning walks. Going for a walk early in the morning just to get your gastrointestinal tract a little bit more motile, as well as exercising more during the day, maybe drinking more water and drinking probiotics during the day just to fix your gut. Are there any other suggestions for how to deal with your stress, maybe?
Meditation, something like that.
Okay, I think that will be a good idea. What I think will also help is doing deep breathing exercises with that, just to calm your nerves, as well as the morning walk, which will also help for the IBS, just to get some vitamin D and get some endorphins so that you can increase your mood and reduce stress. And then as well as maybe making lists, spending time with family and friends, just to reduce stress and feel better during the day.
That all sounds very doable. Thank you.
Okay, I'm very glad that we were able to talk about all these things and come to a conclusion about which changes we will be making to fix this, and I'm 100% positive that you will be able to achieve these goals. As you could see, the patient is in an active state of change, as they are willing and excited for change, and they are 100% committed to do so.